Wow, hey everyone! I hope you're not too tired after your lunch and everything like that, and you can switch that brain back on, because myself and my beautiful friend Janelle are going to really share from the heart. But I just want to start off and share something with you that I wrote 12 months ago as I was doing a vision. And it says, "Nothing is more exciting and fulfilling than standing on stage and sharing my story with thousands," we're nearly there, of people ready to change their lives, inspiring and motivating others so they know they can do this too. Woohoo! That's how have you found the day so far?
Oh, amazing. Nearly everything that's been spoken about is what Karen and I are going to speak about now. We didn't realise that, and so this may be stuff that you have heard today already, but we are going to give you some massive nuggets that have been for us that we feel really resonate with what the other speakers have spoken about. So let's get into it, Karen.
We're not pointers.
Rare.
Oh God, that's okay. Is it not? There we go. Hey. Alright, so I'm Karen Murphy. I'm a Pro 4 from the Gold Coast. And I realised I need professional family photos done. But this is my family, my daughter Sophie. my fiance Curtis, and our Staffy, our fur baby, homeless. And homeless. Oh. That's how bad the photo. And before I found out about LifeVantage, I hadn't become a mum yet, and I was working as an accountant in a steady 9-to-5 career. But becoming a mum was so eye-opening for me. It was that high noon moment for me, because there was a point when I left my daughter with a friend of mine to go back to this 9-to-5 career, got stuck in traffic, go to my office desk in a cubicle, with 3 walls around me. And I realised, wow, is this it? Is this it? Am I going to do this for another 50 years, but now I'm going to have to sacrifice my time with my daughter and with my family? And I realised something had to change. And that's when my sister-in-law, Katrina Allen, said, "Hey, why don't you come to this meeting?" I was like, yes, I'm getting out of the house, I'll come. No idea that what I was about to hear about would be so life-changing, and it's what everyone in this room has heard about. And that was such a turning point, and I think we've all had that turning point, and you never know where it's going to lead to. It could lead you up on stage, if that's your passion and vision and you want to be an influencer, or it could lead you onto amazing holidays and incentive trips, but it's up to you. And so we're going to share a bit more about that. But please, Janelle, share your story.
Alright, so I'm Janelle from the Sunshine Coast. I'm a Pro 5. No slide to show my family. But for me, I was one of those stay-at-home mums. I was sitting on the couch every day, sitting there, flicking through the TV channels, scrolling through Facebook, going, is this it for me? A stay-at-home mum that had no idea really what I wanted to do with myself, but I knew I had a big passion for health and wellness. I knew that I wanted to have something I was completely passionate about, but I never wanted to go back to that 9-to-5 grind or go back to shift work. I've done shift work I used to drive trucks in coal mining for 5 years. And so for me, going back to any of that with kids was not on the cards. But I always wanted my own financial stability. So for me, it had to be something I could do from home, something that worked in with my family time and whenever it suited us and when it didn't suit us. So I had to be flexible. And for me, the only thing that kept popping up in front of me was network marketing. So because of that, I went looking for about eight different network marketing companies. I looked at 8 different ones before I gave up. So I went looking for network marketing companies, and there were 8 that I kept looking at, and none of them resonated enough with me, purely because of the product. And for me, it was all about the product. I could not do this business without being completely passionate about the product. So I gave up looking for network marketing, and it was literally a week later with me again on the couch scrolling through Facebook, and I found that Facebook post which changed my life forever. So yeah, so you can see there my family, my two little girls. Sorry. But then, you know, the things that happen in your life that can change the way that your whole life can go, that direction was just huge for me. And so, let's get into it, Karen.
Alright, so we're going to share a bit about building from Pro 3 to 5. And I want you to really focus right now on two main things. Where are you at? Are you focused on the input and the impact of you and your business, or are you focused on the output and income or that result? And for me in this business, when I first got started, I was very driven by the income and the result. But my business didn't grow. And it was because I was so focused on the external results that I wasn't looking at my internal results that I was having. And coming from an accounting background, very analytical, logical, not a lot of emotion or anything like that, I had a very low mindset. You know, there wasn't really any personal growth. I've been in a cubicle for the past 7 years. And what happens is your business is only going to grow as much as you do. So Jill, block your ears. If you're feeling stuck, because for me, I really got stuck in this business. Not straight away though. I hit Pro 1 in 3 days, Pro 2 in 3 months, and I was like, oh my goodness, I've got this. I'm just gonna get this in the bag. But then my growth stopped. For 2 years, I was Pro 2. And I thought, I've got these skills I can present. I was presenting, but I was so focused on trying to get people signed up and get these results happening and get an income coming in that I was repelling people. And so if you're feeling like you're not progressing in your business, I'm going to keep it real, but focus inwards. You've really got to take a look at, have you grown yourself? Because I truly believe that your business is only going to grow as much as you do. Because you reach a level and then you've got to develop that internal belief. So marry the process, divorce the results. I've heard this constantly and it sticks with me because I was married to the results. So see your results, divorcing that. Because results will naturally come in this business. The income, the sign-ups, it will all come if you take that action and do the impactful actions in this business. Sharing from the heart, being inspired, believing in others, believing in yourself. So, like I said, I stopped growing on the inside and I was trying to find the easy answers on the outside. You can divert from the blueprint, which was so simple because I wasn't willing to look inside. So I just want to encourage you to really focus about where your business is at, but more importantly, where are you at as well.
All right, so for me it was personal development like Karen is talking about. I had a little bit of belief in myself. I had enough belief to know that network marketing, that I could do it. There was that belief there that I could get this into my head and do it properly, but for me to do it properly, I couldn't just believe in the product and I couldn't just believe in myself. I had to learn the fundamentals and the skills and grow my belief in the company, and not just that, but the industry. For me, the industry is an amazing industry, and I wanted to learn that back to front, side to side, whatever way I could, I wanted to learn that. So having that rock solid mindset didn't come from just believing in me and didn't come from just believing in the product, it came from believing in the industry as a whole and understanding what this industry is about and how important it is for us to learn something every day consistently through the industry. So I'm one of those people that sign up to 4 different industry leaders' emails, so I get them on a daily basis and I make sure that I watch something or read something that they've put out there that I can learn from on a daily basis. So for me, consistency was massive, and for me to learn from that, I encourage you guys to do that as well. Go find yourself 4 industry leaders that you love. For me, it's Eric Worre, Tanya Eliza, Ray Higdon, and the Meltons, John and Nadia Melton. And I learn from them on a daily basis, and I sort of mimic what they do. I get myself as confident as they do, and grow my belief to a spot where I know that they have been before, and that's what helps me to grow myself consistently on a daily basis. And your network is your net worth. So for me, I didn't have a big warm market. I had to go out there and grow my market, my warm market. I had to go out there and grow my network of people, because I didn't have, a lot of people behind me that I could go and talk to. So I had to do that in many different ways. You want to go to meetings and to meetups and different webinars or seminars that you may go to that are network marketing type ones, or just ones where you may go and meet other mums. I'm on a mission to get as many other stay-at-home mums like myself into this business so they can realise what the opportunity is here that we have. So for me to have that network and grow that network, I would go to other meetings where I knew that other stay-at-home mums would be, and growing that network that way, but also growing it online, offline, warm market, cold market, whatever that was. For me, growing my network was such a fundamental, because I didn't have a huge network behind me from the start.
So I want to talk about now how if you feel like you're stuck in your business or not progressing, how you can move forwards. So you're going to hear this constantly in this industry. If you're new in the room, mindset is what is really going to propel you forward in this business. And working on yourself, your confidence, everything like that is so important. I remember when I was sitting at a coffee shop and doing a meeting with someone, and I didn't have that confidence within myself or that belief in myself, and it was so awkward. I just did, you get to the end of the meeting and it's like, okay, all right, see ya. there they went. I don't think I ever talked to them again. Maybe I should now. But it's about focusing on becoming the best version of who you are. And the awesome thing with this is that version will keep evolving as you keep growing and keep improving that belief and learning skills and reaching those next levels within your business. And then you're helping others do the same, and that all brings it back into the growth circle. Adding value to people, I think this is such a big key. Adding value, looking at what people's problems are and giving them value so that they can solve that problem. We've got the most incredible company, product and vehicle to solve an endless range of solutions, solve a number of problems out there. And the results will come when you develop the belief in yourself and you develop, when you develop yourself and you work on your belief and focus on helping others get their results. And for me, with working on all of that, there was a number of key things. A lot of it, as Janelle mentioned, was finding mentors that are really impactful for you, that have done the things that you want to do. And for me, reading is such a big one. I've got a number of authors that are my favourites: John Maxwell, Brendon Burchard, Andy Andrews, who was at the Global Convention. That was on my vision board. Vision boards, guys. You just never know what can happen, but you've got to have that internal growth that brings all of this to you. Okay, you attract what you become.
Okay, so one thing that I really love Ray Higdon. Who knows who Ray Higdon is? Does anyone follow him? Yeah, I really love a lot of what he teaches. I know he's very abrupt, but he's also got posture, and that's why I love him. That's what, we've heard from Seth today and also from Jill and that sort of thing, is the posture that these sorts of people have. And so for me, learning from those sorts of people is what helps me to build my own posture. And one thing that I learned from Ray Higdon, which I absolutely love, is his ILT method. So invest, learn and teach. So you want to invest some time and money, like we're doing here today. We're investing our time and our money to be here to learn something from the company. It doesn't have to be from this company, but it could be learn something about the industry, learn something about the products or about wellness in general. And then you want to teach that to others. Like Jill said, they were doing all the presentations for their business and no one else was out there presenting, so they weren't teaching others how to do that. And that may have been why they got stuck in the end. So, so go out and teach what you're learning. This is a big thing for me, and I love to duplicate that. You want to go out, you want to learn stuff, you want to invest your time on a daily basis. So I invest my time, as I said, into those emails that I watch, the videos, the emails, whatever it is, a blog post, it might be something like that. But then once you've invested that time, go and teach it to other people. because once you've taught it, it then sticks in your own mind as well. And Eric Laurie says that all the time. The more you teach something, the more that it will stick in your own mind and you will be able to implement it a lot quicker yourself. So the more that you teach, the more that you can implement and show to other people that you are the leader they want to follow. And another thing was to add massive value to everyone. So, I love talking to other network marketers that aren't in our company, but we sort of go back and forwards with each other. We love referring each other to our products and what we do. And by adding value to each other, you don't know where that can lead in the future, right? So that's just where you want to get yourself out there and learn from other network marketers, have them learn from you as well. Start to become really good friends with and connections with these sorts of people, because you don't know where that can lead in the future or what could happen to their business, and they may come to you because they see you as an authority or a leader anyway. And just with the way of the ILT method, one thing that I really like to reiterate with myself is don't just teach it, but you've got to implement it on a daily basis. So implement everything that you're learning. So whether you're learning from webinars, from seminars, from other meetings, from emails, from whatever it may be that you're learning from, make sure that once you've learned it, even when you go home from this weekend, and everything you've learned that you've written down in your notes, go and implement that, what we've taught you and what all these other leaders have taught you out here as well, because that's what will make your business grow. That's what will put that into action and keep you going forward.
All right, so consistency is key in this business. Doing this for 3 years, you soon quickly realise that if you're not consistent on a daily basis, things will stop happening. And when Janelle and myself were sitting down and putting together these notes and slides, we talked about, what's gotten us to a point in this business of the level we're at. And there were a number of key things that we implemented, a method of operation that we both have done. And I think a lot of the people who are, at the premier levels have probably done this as well. Daily income producing activities. So inviting, it's the blueprint, okay? You're doing this daily. This is your money-making activities. Talking to people, like Janelle said, about growing your network, especially a target audience, finding those traits that you want to see in other people and growing those connections. It's easy when you get started to just want anyone and everyone, but are they going to be the right fit for your business? And are they going to, fit in with this incredible culture? We have the most amazing culture in LifeVantage. Learning one new thing. Try and learn something new every day, and I always feel that reflecting on that, what you've learned, and how it's impacting you and your business and your business partners is really essential, because if you're not learning, then you're not growing. Journaling, oh my goodness. This for me has been really, really powerful. And the reason why is that I did years and years and years of no personal growth. So to really connect with the feeling of appreciation and gratitude and reflection on a daily basis, I do it every night. I've got my own, thank you Jane for my gratitude journal. And that in itself just is so powerful. Like when Pamela's reading out these thank you cards with the gratitudes on it, you can feel. So imagine what that is going to do every day if you're doing that. But I love what you've contributed here with the weekly.
Yeah, so we'll go back. So Karen and I we do presenting on a weekly basis. Rain, hail or shine, sick or not, we get out there, we do webinars for our team on a Wednesday night on Zoom, and we do that together on a weekly basis. So we feel that by doing that, for our new team members that don't really understand, or they're not confident enough, or they don't understand the business enough yet, they can just bring their people onto us on a Wednesday night on these Zooms. And for us, that's been massive, hey, for our growth and our team's growth, to know that they can have the confidence just to bring people onto us for that, which is the same as what Jill was saying with that whole, the baseball dugout. You want to get them around in that circle, and that's part of doing that. The other one is goal setting. So we love to goal set. I know with my team we do like a monthly goal setting thing on a webinar where I get them to share their goals, I share my goals with them, and we keep each other accountable. So for me, accountability is massive. If you're not being accountable to your team, or you're not helping them be accountable to you, then that's when they start to fall away. That's when the motivation starts to die off. And we're not here to motivate our team, we're here to inspire them. So the more we can inspire them by showing them what we do, and then they follow that, that's when you're going to get that duplication in place properly. And accountability, you know, we're always accountable to each other. That comes, you know, through what I just said, but you just want to make sure that that's duplicating. And of course, it's so fun doing that. You know, when you can keep each other accountable and set goals together, it is really fun to do that.
That's all right. All right, well, what I wanted to close by saying is that I heard this, I wish I remember who, but I believe that every single person in this room is here for a reason. We don't know what it is yet, whether it's impacting your family in the long term, the legacy that we can leave with this legacy company, or to grow yourself, to learn that one little thing that could blow up your business. But, oh, there we go. You are here for a reason. And to help you grow and learn, just implement what you're being taught today and stay consistent. And I know that each and every one of you have it within yourselves to go to that next level.
So this is one of my favourite quotes, and we're just gonna end it here. But this is talking about everything that Seth said about posture. So the belief in what you have, regardless of external acceptance or approval of others. Now, I read that to myself every day. I get myself into that spot where I know I need to be consistent, but I'm also very persistent in myself and what I do on daily actions. And over time, reading this to myself, having it there on my vision board, and making myself understand that posture is what gets you, you know, out of your comfort zone and into other people's lives that also need their lives changed, is what's such a big deal. So I absolutely love that quote. Obviously, I love Ray Higdon, so you can see that there. But thank you all for listening in.